The Ministry of Public Health has plans of intensifying its fight against sexually transmitted diseases with a view to decreasing its prevalence. The ministry had established a National Health Strategic Plan under its Health Vision 2020 initiative. With 1 year left until the expiration of this plan, the ministry is looking to formulate a new health plan titled Green Health Plan, which will run until the year 2040. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Shamdeo Prasad said the Green Health Initiative will aggressively target sexually transmitted infections such as HIV/AIDS, syphilis, and gonorrhea.
We are also developing our Green Health Plan that will take us from 2020 on to 2040 to coincide with government's overarching green development strategy. That plan includes as a priority continuing to look at HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases. So we are focusing heavily on not only HIV but all of the sexually transmitted diseases, including, as you might have heard, HPV, which, even though it's a cancer related to cancer formation, particularly cervical cancer in women, is a sexually transmitted infection that we are providing a vaccine against.
The Chief Medical Officer told Nightly News that screening for syphilis has been added to the ministry's plan to eliminate mother-to-child transmission of the disease. He also highlighted that since his ministry recognizes hepatitis B and C as sexually transmitted infections, plans are afoot to effectively confront them. He mentioned that there has been an expansion of testing services countrywide.
Right now we screen all blood donors, for example, because most of the sexually transmitted diseases also, unfortunately, can be transmitted by blood if it's not properly screened and administered safely to the recipient. So we are in the process of ensuring that not only for blood donors are tested, but other persons within society who have a high risk for hepatitis, and that we address them. We are focusing a little bit on the key populations, all right? There is also the other STIs, as I said, gonorrhea, which is, treatable if detected early. So we're trying to move away from more the syndromic approach and start to do more diagnostic testing.
Deputy Chief Medical Officer Dr. Karen Campbell recently revealed that in 2018, the number of persons living with HIV in Guyana was 8,369. Of these, 5,557, inclusive of children, were on treatment. The ministry says that the estimated HIV prevalence in 2017 was 1.7%, up from 1.4% in 2014. This apparent increase in HIV prevalence, Dr. Campbell noted, was not due to an increase in the rates of new HIV infection, but rather to persons living longer with HIV due to treatment with highly active antiretroviral therapy. The Chief Medical Officer reiterated that protection is still the best way to prevent infection of all types of STDs.
Things like, using a condom with irregular sexual partners might still be very helpful, not only to prevent HIV. We don't see that many messages out there, but I would still, as the CMO of Guyana, recommend that, we start looking still seriously, young people, at the use of condoms, all right? When you've both tested and, you and your partner have agreed to move your life to another stage, and you've both tested negative, then you can consider unprotected sex. Of course, you need to have that if you're going to think of having children. But in the interim, I would say, condom still is a wise choice, and we should still promote the use of condom.